What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about NIO. Give you a quick overview of some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it today, and go over everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO is up a very impressive 5.29%. 476 the low, 491 the high. So it is piggybacking off of the general market optimism as well as its own technicals. So I'll go over that in a second. But no official news associated to NIO, no SEC filings. Only thing I really wanted to bring up was this right here. So NIO registers 40 vehicles in Norway, and that's going to be in December, and then totals 877 for 2024. So generally good stuff. For those of you that aren't familiar with Norway, I think that 92 or 93% of all their vehicle sales are EVs. So that is a good country to really target. And so, yeah, I really like this. One thing to note as well, tomorrow the weekly registration numbers will be coming out. So that as well could really be that X catalyst to really push NIO even higher than what we are, because I think it's been flirting with a lot of different resistance levels, and today seems to be that point that really pushes it over. One very unique circumstance with NIO, and some people might not see it as a big deal, but I cover NIO pretty much every day, and it's not all too often that you see NIO this green as well as shorts increasing. So right now shorts are increasing 686,000 shares, 11.05% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 147.64 million shares overall are being shorted. So 9 times out of 10, algorithmic trading as well as shorts really suppress NIO almost every single day. But with the algos starting to really buy up NIO because of the broader market optimism, I think this is going to be the very unique circumstance that shorts might be in a little bit of a pinch. So let me know your viewpoint on that. Aside from that, moving over to options, market's been only open 30 minutes, so take this in with a grain of salt, but 1.19 million in calls, 292,000 in puts, 44% of all the options being done today are bearish in nature, but of the call options that are being purchased, there's a consensus for it to be above that 5 to 550, so no different than Friday. Still a lot of good optimism. And then the bears are anticipating for it to be sub 450, so a lot more upside is anticipated. 2 transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000, so again, moving in the right direction. Definitely very positive to see this. Normally you'd see maybe one for the whole day in its entirety, so definitely big money is starting to look at NIO as of today. And looking right now with it at $4.86, it is trading right between this R1 and the pivot. So it was able to successfully get above this kind of resistance point of 467. So that now is going to be support. So 467, 425, just watch for those. Flip side, 508 and then 533 is going to be the next strong target / resistance points for NIO. So like I said, all it needed was a small little push, and then essentially you'll have it moving higher. No new analyst ratings, nothing along those lines. So it is just the broader market kind of consensus and just the technicals. That's what's driving NIO higher. So as of the time of doing this video, it did successfully get above a couple points. So it looks like right now that 50-day moving average, and in NIO's case, that's a big one. So if it is able to close a second consecutive day above that point, then this is where, historically speaking, you see roughly around a 30% run. So definitely watch for that tomorrow. And then flip side, you can kind of see that it is getting above that point right here, that 200-day moving average. So kind of 2 of the 3 resistance levels. So next one is going to be roughly that $4.99. So if it is able to get above that, then you can kind of say kiss goodbye to the 4s, and then this is where you'll see essentially higher highs. So I think the writing's been on the wall for a while. NIO has attempted a couple times over the last month and a half to really break out, but regrettably no dice, just lack of catalysts or whatever else. But I think this time around it has consolidated enough that you are going to see a very nice push higher. And once it does get over this point right here, so the super trend, which is currently sitting at roughly 507, if it is able to get above that, then this is where you'll have algorithmic trading really on NIO's side. So yeah, pretty exciting time, and I've been covering NIO for a while. It's been interesting. When it does break out, it breaks out very fast, but its downtrends are very slow and steady and very frustrating. So I think right now is a very unique circumstance that NIO has to really break out. Again, piggyback off of just the broader market's optimism and with NIO's technicals as well. So hopefully registration numbers come out better than anticipated tomorrow. NIO continues to hit their marks and whatever else. So let me know your thoughts on NIO. Are you buying? Are you selling? What are you doing with NIO? And do you think it's going to hold these gains, or are shorts going to double down and really try to suppress NIO? So what's your thoughts on that? Hopefully I haven't had an amazing weekend thus far, or yeah, like you guys get what I'm saying, whatever. But one final thing, pop over to my Patreon, link in the description below and also the comments. I give buy signals, stocks, options, crypto. Many of them have been bangers, so pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.